Hello students, this is Dr. Satish Kumar, Faculty, Department of Chemistry, RGUKT Srikakulam. Due to novel corona effect, due to novel coronavirus effect, it is also called as a COVID-19. Our institute, our district, our state, our country, and entire the world is under lockdown. So in this time, the valuable time of the students was wasted. So from the instructions of the higher authorities of our institute, faculty of Srikakulam always try to sort out how to help the students to learn whenever they are in their homes. So there we are planning a different possibilities. Here I tried as one possibility to make a video of uncovered syllabus, and it is uploaded in a YouTube channel. So please follow through my videos. And one more my request is that in Andhra Pradesh, except Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam, the remaining districts are in red zone. So students, you should be stay in home and take hygiene food and be healthy, and you should always stay in home. In coming back to our classwork, we already completed 3 units in our institute. The first unit is stoichiometry, second unit thermodynamics, and the third unit chemical equilibrium and acids and bases. In the fourth unit, S block and P block elements, already we completed S block elements, 1A group elements and 2A group elements. So here, after that lockdown, here I make a video to cover the third A group elements or 13th group elements of boron family. So please going through this video. Any doubts, we are always available. Group 13 elements or third A group elements or boron family. Boron family. These group 13 elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, boron, capital B, denoted by boron. Element boron is denoted by capital B. Element aluminium is denoted by capital A and small l. And gallium, capital G and small a. Indium, capital I, small n. Thallium, capital T, small l. So the element notations are very important. The students should be write accurately. If you write, for example, in case of aluminium, if you write small a and small l, that kind of representation or notation is wrong. Aluminium should be always represent as AL. A should be capital and L should be in small letter. Similarly, gallium, indium, thallium. So I observed in my class, some of the students are not not correctly write the notations of the elements. So students, be careful and write always the correct notations of a element. Boron should be always with capital B. Aluminium, capital A, small l. Gallium, capital G, small a. Indium, capital I, small n. Thallium, capital T, small l. So these are element notations. So 13th group elements or 30A group elements, or these 13th group elements also known as a boron family, because the first element in this family is boron. Hence sometimes this 13th group elements or 30A group elements is also known as a boron family. So 30A group elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. In the 13th group elements or 30A group elements, the first element boron, is a non-metal, and the remaining elements from aluminium to thallium, all these are in metallic nature. Aluminium is the most abundant metal and it is the third most abundant metal in the earth crust. So different metals are available in the earth crust. Aluminium is the third most abundant element in the earth crust. Remaining elements gallium, indium and thallium are also metals. If you see the electronic configuration of 13 group elements, the general electronic configuration of 30A group elements is NS2NP1. We can see one by one. For example, if you take boron, for element boron, the atomic number is 5 and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. In the valence shell, 2s and 2p are the valency energy level or outer energy level. Here the configuration is 2s2 2p1. If you see aluminium, the atomic number is 13. Its valency configuration is 3s2 3p1. In case of gallium, atomic number is 31. Its valency configuration is 4s2 4p1. Next, indium. Its valency shell configuration is 5s2 5p1. Thallium 6s2 6p1. So based on these 2s2 2p1, 3s2 3p1, 4s2 4p1, 5s2 5p1, 6s2 6p1, these third A group elements or 13th group elements, the general electronic configuration is ns2 np1. So students, you should always remember for 13th group elements or third A group elements for boron family, the general electronic configuration is ns2 np1. Later, if you see the atomic numbers, in case of atomic numbers, the atomic number of boron is 5. No need to by heart the atomic number of all elements. Just you should remember the atomic number of boron. If boron atomic number is 5, the next coming element aluminium is the addition of 8. The addition of 8. So if you add 8 to the 5, addition of 8, so 13th. 13. So 13 is the atomic number of aluminium. From aluminium to gallium, just you can add 18. 18. So after addition of 18 to 13, you are getting 31. 31 is the atomic number of gallium. Similarly, from gallium to indium, the atomic number is 49. Same, you can add 18 to 31, you are getting 49. From indium to thallium, 49 to 81, here we are adding 32. So in this manner, from boron to aluminium, aluminium to gallium, gallium to indium, and indium to thallium, the atomic number, just you should familiar with the atomic number of 5, boron, you can easily correctly write the other elements atomic number. No need to by heart. No need to by heart the atomic number vast manner. Don't worry. So just you can add for from first element to second element 8, from second to third 18, third to fourth 18, and fourth to fifth 32. So 13th group elements are total 5. Those are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium. Their general electronic configurations are ns2 np1. So I hope students are familiar with this slide. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ మనం థర్డ్ ఏ గ్రూప్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ తీసుకుంటే బోరాన్, అల్యూమినియం, గ్యాలియం, ఇండియం, థాలియం అనేటువంటి ఈ 5 ఎలిమెంట్స్ మాత్రమే ఉంటాయి 13th గ్రూప్ లో. వాటి అటామిక్ నెంబర్ 5, 13, 31, 49, 81. సో అటామిక్ నెంబర్ 5 నుంచి 13కి 8 కలిపాము, 13 నుంచి 31కి 18, 31 నుంచి 49కి 18, 49 నుంచి 81కి 32 కలపడంతో మనకి అటామిక్ నెంబర్స్ వస్తాయి. కాబట్టి అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ యొక్క అటామిక్ నెంబర్ని పట్టి గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం లేదు. సో బోరాన్ యొక్క అటామిక్ నెంబర్ ఒకటి గుర్తు పెట్టుకుంటే మిగతా ఎలిమెంట్స్ యొక్క అటామిక్ నెంబర్లు తప్పు లేకుండా రాయవచ్చు. అదేవిధంగా మనం ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే జనరల్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అనేది థర్డ్ ఏ గ్రూప్ మూలకాలకు ఎప్పుడు కూడా ns2 np1 ఉంటుంది. సపోజ్ బోరాన్ చూస్తే మనకి 1s2 2s2 2p1. సో వ్యాలెన్సీలో 2s2 2p1 వచ్చింది. అల్యూమినియం కి చూసినట్లయితే 3s2 3p1 వస్తుంది. గ్యాలియం కి 4s2 4p1, ఇండియం కి 5s2 5p1, థాలియం కి 6s2 6p1 వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి వీటన్నిటిని బేస్ చేసుకుని జనరలైజ్డ్ గా మనం 13th గ్రూప్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ కి జనరల్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ns2 np1 అని మనం రాయవచ్చు. అలాగే ఈ 13th గ్రూప్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ లో మనకి బోరాన్ అనేది నాన్ మెటాలిక్ నేచర్ ఉంటే అల్యూమినియం, గ్యాలియం, ఇండియం, థాలియం వీటన్నిటికి కూడా మెటాలిక్ నేచర్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇలా ఈ బోరాన్ యాటమ్ అనేది చిన్న సైజు ఉండడం, హై అయనైజేషన్ ఎనర్జీ ఉండడం వల్ల బోరాన్ యొక్క ప్రాపర్టీస్ అనేవి మిగతా ఎలిమెంట్స్ తో మనం కంపేర్ చేసుకున్నట్లయితే దాని యొక్క ప్రాపర్టీస్ అనేవి డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటాయి. Oxidation state of third A group elements. In third A group elements, oxidation, how it will vary, we can see. Boron always forms covalent compounds only. It does not form any ionic compounds in +3 state because due to its smaller size and higher ionization enthalpy or higher ionization energy, boron always forms covalent compounds only. It does not form any ionic compounds. Whereas aluminium can form +3 oxidation state. Aluminium forms a ionic compounds due to its lower ionization enthalpy values and higher electropositive character. Higher electropositive character, aluminium can form +3 oxidation state. And you can see gallium, indium and thallium shows both +1 oxidation state and +3 oxidation state due to from top to bottom atomic mass increases. Gallium, indium and thallium can exist as in +1 oxidation state as well as in +3 oxidation state. Because of inert pair effect, the +1 oxidation state stability order is as follows. From top to bottom, from aluminium to thallium, +1 oxidation stability, +1 oxidation state stability increases because of inert pair effect. Because the number of inert pairs increases in the penultimate shell from aluminium to thallium increases, because of this inert pair effect, the +1 oxidation stability increases from aluminium to thallium, and thallium +1 compounds are more stable than the thallium +3 compounds because of its larger size and lower oxidation state. Hence, always thallium +1 compounds are more stable than thallium +3 compounds, and thallium +1 salts are behaves like a 1A group metal salts, like for example sodium chloride, potassium chloride. Similarly, thallium +1 salts also resembles like 1A group metal salts. Physical properties of third A group elements, atomic radii and ionic radii. In generally, in a group from top to bottom, atomic size increases, atomic radius and ionic radius should be increases. But in third A group elements, there is a no regular increasing order of atomic radius. Initially, from boron to aluminium, atomic size is increases as we expected. And from aluminium to gallium, generally atomic size should be increased, but practically, when compared with aluminium, gallium is lower atomic radii. This is because of poor screening effect of 10d electrons in gallium. Already in the first slide, we saw the electronic configuration. See, here in the electronic configuration of gallium, we have a 3d10 electrons. These 3d10 electrons are absent in aluminium. In case of gallium, even though the 3d10 electrons is there, which does not screen the nucleus influence on the valence shell electrons. Therefore, the outermost shell is moving towards the nucleus because of its strong nucleus influence. Hence, when compared with aluminium, because of these 3d10 electrons are poor shielding effect, the gallium is less atomic radius. And again, from gallium to indium, atomic size increases because of increase in atomic number and an increase in outermost energy levels. Density is decreases down the group. From boron to thallium, density is decreased. Boron and aluminium have very lower density. And next physical property, melting point and boiling point. Melting points are decreases down the group. From boron to thallium, generally melting points decreases. Actually, boron exists as a giant covalent polymer molecule. Because of this existence, boron has a high melting point than aluminium. And from boron to gallium, melting points are decreases, and from gallium to indium and thallium, melting points again increases. This is because of this gallium always exists as a Ga2 molecule, only Ga2 molecule only. Hence, it has a lower melting point. In case of boiling points, regularly the boiling points are decreases down the group. From boron to thallium, boiling points are decreases. Ionization energy also follows an irregular order. From boron to gallium, atomic size From boron to aluminum, atomic size increases. Hence, boron has higher ionization than aluminum. Again, from aluminum to gallium, atomic size decreases. Therefore, gallium has higher ionization energy than aluminum due to its smaller size than aluminum. Again, from gallium to indium, atomic size increases. Hence, ionization energy increases. Again, from indium to thallium, again ionization energy decreases. This is because of the poor screening effect of 10d 14 4f electrons in thallium. In the first slide, in electronic configuration, you see there are 14 4f electrons is there in case of thallium. These 14 4f electrons are poorly shielding the outermost electrons or valence shell electrons. Hence, thallium has higher ionization potential than indium. In this manner, the ionization energies of 38 group elements are not in a regular mode. Initially, boron has higher ionization energy than aluminum. Aluminum has lower ionization energy than gallium. Gallium has higher ionization energy than indium, and indium has lower ionization energy than thallium. And the next physical property we can see. Electropositive character. Electropositive character increases down the group. As we said already, boron is a non-metal. Again, aluminum having metallic character. Gallium, indium and thallium are metallic character. So down the group, as metallic character increases, electropositive character increases. So from top to bottom, actually boron to thallium electropositive character increases, but the electropositive character of the 30A group elements, electropositive character of 30A group elements are less than the 30A group elements are less than the 1A group elements. This is because of the it's a lesser electropositive nature or less metallic nature when compared with 1A group elements. And electronegativity decreases down the group because as size increases, electronegativity decreases, nucleus influence decreases on the valence shell or outermost shell. 30A group elements chemical properties. 30A group elements, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium and thallium, how these elements can react with other elements we can see here. In the chemical properties, generally 30A group elements forms electron deficient compounds. These electron deficient compound already you are familiar and already you heard. In P1 SEM1 chemical bonding, unit chemical bonding, in there you learn the Lewis theory. In Lewis theory, Lewis proposed an octet rule. Lewis octet rule. According to this rule, every element reacts with other elements and forms a stable compounds or molecules in order to achieve octet configuration in its valence shell. So those type of compounds are exist as a stable, but there are some defects in octet rule or Lewis theory or Coastal-Lewis approach. What are those? There are some molecules or compounds, even though it does not have 8 electrons in valence shell, but it forms a stable compounds. Those compounds are known as electron deficient compounds. There you can read, I think there you read in limitations as a incomplete octet. So here see boron, BF3, BCl3, AlCl3. In all these compounds, the central boron atom does not have a 8 electrons octet configuration in its valence shell. See, the boron atom is attached with 3 fluorine atoms. So around the boron atom only 6 electrons are there in BF3. Similarly in BCl3 also around the boron atom only 6 electrons are there or 3 electron pairs. In AlCl3 also 6 electrons around the aluminum. Hence these type of stable compounds will form even though it does not have a octet configuration in its valence shell. Those type of compounds are electron deficient compounds. These electron deficient compounds having vacant orbital, these are readily acts as a Lewis acids. To explain this concept, we will again go back to the first slide in the electronic configuration. In the first slide, see the electronic configuration of the boron atom. Atomic number is 5 and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Here you can see this is the ground state electronic configuration. In the excited state, in the first excited state, the electronic configuration is changes to 1s2, 2s1 and 2p2. In the 2p2, the two electrons are, one is in 2px1 and the other one is in 2py1. And the 2pz orbital is always vacant. Hence, these 2s1 and 2p1 and 2py1, these three unpaired electrons forms bonds with three chlorine atoms, or three fluorine atoms forms a BF3 or BCl3 or AlCl3. But the vacant 2pz orbital, we know an orbital can accommodate two electrons, a pair of electrons. See, here in case of AlCl3 there is also one vacant orbital. In BF3 molecule also there is a vacant orbital on boron atom. This vacant orbital has ability to accommodate two electrons. Hence it readily accepts two electrons from a electron donor. So already in the unit 3 acids and bases you already know Lewis acid theory, Lewis acids and bases theory. Electron pair acceptors are called Lewis acids. Electron pair donors are called Lewis bases. Ammonia is a Lewis base because in ammonia nitrogen atom is having a lone pair of electrons. BCl3, because of it is having vacant 2pz orbital, it can accommodate a pair of electrons which are present on nitrogen. So BCl3, BF3 or AlCl3, these are acts as electron deficient compounds. This concept is very important because of this Lewis acidic nature. These BCl3, AlCl3, BF3 are used in the unit 5 organic chemistry. There electrophilic substitution reactions, on benzene. In these reactions, these Lewis acids are used as a catalyst. This is very important. Again, we can discuss it clearly there in that unit. These electron deficient compounds also acts as a Lewis acid because of it accepts a pair of electrons from electron donors. Similarly, these third A group elements in air, how it will react we can see. In air generally we have large quantities of oxygen and as well as nitrogen. So generally third A group elements react with oxygen and forms corresponding trioxides, and these third A group elements react with nitrogen forms corresponding nitrides. These here, E represents the third A group element, anyone, boron or aluminum or gallium or indium. So in this manner, these third A group elements react with oxygen forms trioxides and react with nitrogen forms nitrides. For example, next slide you can see boron trioxide B2O3, boron trioxide, boron react with oxygen forms boron trioxide, aluminum trioxide. Here this boron trioxide having acidic nature. Because of its acidic nature, it readily reacts with a base like NaOH and it liberates a water molecule. Similarly, whereas aluminum and gallium oxides are having amphoteric nature. This amphoteric word already you are very familiar. In the acids and bases you already learned this amphoteric. For example, there I think we discussed about water molecule, H2O, water molecule. In water molecule acts as a sometimes acid and sometimes bases. It donates sometimes proton, it accepts sometimes proton. Therefore, this type of nature we called as a amphoteric nature. Aluminum and gallium oxides are having amphoteric nature. Hence, they readily react with acid. See here in this example, aluminum react with HCl and aluminum trioxide also react with NaOH. Here HCl is acid and NaOH is a base. So aluminum oxide having ability to react with acid as well as base. In both cases, aluminum oxide liberates outside water molecule. Next chemical property, the third A group elements chemical properties, reactivity towards acids and alkalis. In third A group elements, boron generally does not react with acids as well as bases or alkalis. Boron does not react with acid or a base, whereas aluminium can show an amphoteric character, amphoteric behavior. Amphoteric, already in the last slide we discussed both acidic nature and basic nature is exhibited by an element. That kind of elements are known as amphoteric nature. Amphoteric nature. Here aluminium shows a amphoteric nature. See some of the examples of this amphoteric nature. Aluminium as a metal, it is in a solid state. It readily reacts with acid like HCl gas. Aluminium metal react with HCl gas and forms a corresponding AlCl3 aluminium trichloride and evolves outside hydrogen gas. And similarly, the same aluminium metal in the solid state react with a base NaOH, sodium hydroxide, caustic soda, and in aqueous medium means it should be these two are soluble in a water as a solvent here, just solvent. So that aqueous NaOH react with aluminium. Here also the byproduct is hydrogen gas is emitted out from the reaction. Same, the aluminium metal react with the acid as well as a base and liberates a H2 gas. And the next chemical property we can see. The reactivity towards halogens. Already we know the halogens. What are the halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are known as a halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. How our third A group elements, here E means whatever it may be, boron, or here our third group element boron, or aluminium, or gallium, whatever it may be. So these third A group elements means here all these are here E means these third A group elements. Third A group elements. So boron or aluminium or gallium or indium reacts with acid, react with halogens, reacts with acid and forms corresponding trihalides. Suppose boron react with chlorine, boron trichloride. Aluminium react with aluminium solid, aluminium metal react with halogen and forms corresponding aluminium halides. In this manner, different types of chemical properties are exhibited by the third A group elements or 13th group elements or boron family elements. So once I recap whatever the once I recap this module, here this module I stop here. So very simple topics now I deal here in third A group elements. So what are the third A group elements and their general electronic configuration and their oxidation states, how it will vary, and some of the elements shows +3 and some of the elements shows both +1 and +3, and the stability order of +1, and physical properties, atomic radii, ionic radii, density, melting point, boiling point, ionization energy, electropositive character, electronegativity, and their chemical properties. Third A group elements chemical properties. What are the electron deficient compounds? This is very, very important. Sometimes maybe 2 marks question they ask or 1 mark question they are asked in your semester, or sometimes in competitive exams also. Explain the electron deficient compounds with example or with explanation. In the manner they can ask. What are Lewis acids, you also know. And the third A group elements reactivity towards air. In air generally we have a lot of oxygen and nitrogen. So how third A group element react with oxygen, how third A group element react with nitrogen. React with oxygen forms trioxides, with nitrogen form corresponding nitrates. These oxides, boron trioxide having acidic nature, aluminium and gallium are having amphoteric, indium and thallium oxides are having basic nature. And their reactivity towards acids like HCl and alkalis like base NaOH. Boron does not react with both acid and base, whereas aluminium react with both acids and bases. And finally, the reactivity towards halogens. Here now I stop the class. I hope this session you are enjoyed. In the next coming module, you can follow my channel. As soon as possible, I will upload the next module video. In the next module, we discuss what are the boron compounds. That is very, very important in your semester point of view and in the competitive examination point of view, because the boron compounds are very important. For example, diboron B2H6 and hydroboric acid BOH3, inorganic benzene B3N3H6, borazole or boragine. So very interesting topics are there in the coming modules. So please follow this video. If it looks good, the video, please share your classmates or our colleagues, other institutes and outside also. If anyone interested the third year group elements, please kindly forward this link to the other students. The soft copy or the material of this module I can send to the CRs, class representatives of corresponding classes. So please contact or touch with your class representatives. Any doubts regarding this video session, you please we can meet in Google Scholar, or you can send a comment in the below of this video. I can clarify or rectify the doubts. Okay, I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you very much.